This is episode 22 of Rookie Gold Prospector, and before we get into the video, I have a special announcement to make. So we just hit 900 subscribers. My goal is 1,000 by July 4th, and I think we can make it happen. So we're going to have a giveaway, and I'll be giving away this pay dirt right here. It's I made it myself. It's concentrates from the Etowah River. It's also got some cool stones in it, and it's got 3 grams of gold in it. So if you want to win that, just leave a comment, free gold, free space gold, and you'll be entered to win. And if you want 10 times entries to win, I just launched the Patreon. So it's patreon.com/rookie gold prospector, and the link in this is in the description. So you'll be getting 10 entries to win this giveaway. And moving forward, I'll have a giveaway every single month. And to be in the giveaway, you have to be a member on Patreon. And I'm going to take half of the revenue that I get every month from Patreon, and I'm going to put it into giveaway items like gold and prospecting equipment and all kinds of stuff, whatever I can think of. I'm open to suggestions for giveaway items, but obviously the more people that sign up for Patreon, the more stuff I'll be able to give away. So please sign up for the Patreon. It's $5 a month. Patreon.com/rookie gold prospector, and let's get these giveaways going. But this one right here is open to everybody, so you don't have to be in Patreon to get this one. But if you do sign up for Patreon, you get 10 entries instead of just one. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm headed up into the mountains to this ancient river channel that is up on top of a hill. I was there in episode 21, and I'm going to go back and see if we can get some more gold. Really not that bad of a hike. By carrying full buckets material, it will be. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get the gold. Alright. I don't think it's too much further. Alright, I made it to the secret location. And here is my wall of virgin gravels. It's a little bit more wet out here than it was, but I'm gonna be looking all through this, see if I can find an area with larger cobbles. Remember, all this is like cemented in there. It's all like cement. I mean, I wouldn't call it conglomerate, but it's definitely cemented in there. But there's a little bit more decent size rocks right there, and it's real red. So I'm gonna start from there. So here's what I'm noticing. We got barren clay. There's nothing in it. And then right above that clay is this stuff with gravels in it. So I'm anticipating that this along here where the color changes is gonna be my pay layer, because all this is chock full of gravels. And then clay. So I think we're on the right track. I mean, and this stuff coming off the top of the clay, it just separates. I mean, you can clearly tell it's 2 completely separate layers. I mean, that's just pure clay. Well, there's a few gravels on the top. This is what I want right here, right there where it turns into clay. Yes, sir. Right there. See, that's clay. Everything's sitting on top of there. That's what we want. That's Nice, juicy stuff from millions of years ago. I mean, you can hear it's got gravels in it. Let's see. And as you can tell, these are rounded gravels. And they're decent size, and they're sitting on top of clay on the side of a mountain. So, virgin, yes, 100%. I'm just gonna get every single little bit of gravel that we can out of here. Oh, there's a big one right there. And once again, it's rounded, you know. This stuff has been in the water, in a river, and it's on top of clay. So I don't think you could ask for a whole lot better than that. Let's see. Oh yeah, lots of gravels in that. I'm basically picking and choosing what I think's the good material and then scooping it up. I don't want to carry down material that I don't think's going to be any good, but I got rounded rock in there, so we're doing good. Virgin rounded rock. Basically cutting across the side of this mountain here. All right, now we start going downhill. There better be a decent amount of gold, but it's worth the experiment and the exercise, so I'll keep going, push through it. This is what we call ultimate hiking. Carrying buckets. Oh my God. I hate to be cliche, but who needs a gym when you can just be a gold miner? Almost there. Almost there. All right, so the sluice box is set up with ultra low flow, which I kind of did on purpose. It's not exactly even, it's not clearing out even, but you can see the light stuff is sticking behind, so, but it is exchanging. So I'm gonna adjust the flow just a little bit, and I'm gonna run this stuff really slowly through here. So, I mean, I got my material, it's all classified down to a 1/4 inch, you know, but it's real goopy, and I'm just gonna do little tiny bits like that. There is a lot of clay mixed in it, so I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna run this one bucket of classified material, and then I'm gonna do a clean out after one bucket, because that's a lot of work and I don't want to waste a lot of time if I'm not getting some good gold. So let's keep running. I mean, it's not clearing out perfect, but whatever. I'm in a really low flow creek, so if there turns out to be a decent amount of gold in this one, then I'll, you know, spend more time making this thing perfect. But for now, I'm just gonna feed it about this rate, because if there really is micron sized gold in here, you definitely want to feed slow. So let's keep going. Here we are a few seconds later, and I already got some small gold already showing up in the mat there. So that's good. You know, I'm just doing a quick check here in the field to see if it's worth going back up the hill to get more material or not.
A lot of black sand, so that's good. All right, I'm down to the last little bit, and I have not seen any gold yet at all. So that is definitely gonna not be too awesome. I had twice as much material as I did last time. Twice as much. So you would think there'd at least be something, but I saw, you know, one speck in the sluice box. So I thought I'd at least see more here. That's all I've seen so far. That one little piece. You pan it back all the way real quick, just to triple check. Two lousy colors in a full bucket. That wasn't worth it. I mean, there might be some that are super tiny up there in the corner, but my eyes might be playing tricks on me. I got 2 specks of gold in a bucket. That was a lot of work for not much gold. Oh, there's a smaller one below it. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. 3 tiny specks. This one right here, that is super small. And then number 2 and number 3. And maybe something up in that corner. All right, definitely a change of plans. 2 specks in a full bucket is not worth me trucking up and down that hill over and over again, getting more material if I'm not getting gold. Well, I actually did get more than 2 specks, significantly more than 2 specks, because that is gold dust. I mean, that is some tiny stuff, and it just didn't come off the mat when I washed it. Look at that. I mean, I don't see a lot there. Most of it's down in there. Some tiny gold, so I'm gonna have to, is there some more right there? Yeah, look at that. It's so small though. It didn't wash off the mat. Wow. It did not wash off the mat. That's crazy. So, just take a closer look. I mean, it looks like there's a lot there, but trust me, it is not a lot. Well, I mean, it's not gonna weigh a lot, but there's a lot of little tiny pieces. And it's tiny. I mean, it is so tiny. I mean, let me try to give you some size reference there. So, nearly invisible. I am going to really scrub this thing down really good and clean out this tub and see what happens. I mean, there's definitely more colors in there. And I mean, there's a lot more than what you can see on camera, I'm thinking. But I still don't know if it's worth working more of that material with, as far as, you know, I have to hike to get it. And you can see some of those are so tiny. I think the camera's picking up some of them.
So I went back and watched the video, and it's kind of deceiving because although there were hundreds of pieces of super tiny gold on there, there were a lot of other particles stuck to that I'm pretty sure were not gold, because when I washed the mat off and then, you know, panned out the material, a lot of that stuff just disappeared. I don't know where it went, but what I ended up with in my pan was definitely gold, because I could tap it up to the front, so that means it was heavy. and a lot of what was in my pan, you couldn't even make it out on camera. It was so small. I do think the only way to recover it is with mercury or a shaker table. So if you live in Georgia, you'd be willing to let me use your shaker table, that would be pretty cool. Or I'd even be willing to ship some of that material out of state. You can put it through your shaker table and we can see how much is really in there. I still don't think it's going to be worth it for me to run too much of that material. I might go back up there, you know, another time and satisfy my curiosity a little bit more. Maybe I missed the pay streak, but it was pretty cool. There were definitely several hundred pieces of nearly invisible gold in that material, and that was a pretty cool experience. But I appreciate you guys coming to watch, and I'll see you next time.